What's the worst thing you ever saw?
Your fingers getting cut off sound close.
I didn't see that.
Sound close. That sounds pretty awful.
Because I can tell.
I'm gonna tell you, you get desensitized, right?
Yeah.
Because I, you know, I've seen people be alive and then not alive, like breathe it out and then be like losing their breath. I seen a bullet in the head and it swell up with no blood. Like we seen all of that. I've been to too many wakes. You know, that's why I don't listen to hip hop. I listen to rock and roll because I don't want to hear about that. I do understand that the rest of the world does not live like that.
Right.
And I deserve that, and my kids deserve that. I don't have. And then, in hindsight, getting older, I'm like, yo, this is a program. How come all the dudes I know that really do something, they never did nothing to nobody wait? Why we keep hurting our brothers? Because it's a program to get us in jail for that $1 million a year that somebody's skimming off of. Like, honestly, when I was at that kid's jail, I was like, oh, shit, the whole shit is for us to actually be $1 million ahead of the jail. It was, yo, do that with the niggas. It wasn't no white people in that jail, except the therapists and the people running shit.
That's crazy.
It's brilliant.
But yeah, you know why certain areas
You can't get mad. You can't get mad at your enemy for being better at you, at controlling you. You gotta get mad at yourself for us letting that shit happen and be only worried about ourselves. So I'm lucky enough to be in a position where I'm not worried about me. I'm good. I'm more worried about we, my crew, the people I love, my culture, you know, to see the fact that I could be with Lou and Daniel 30 years later after everything we went through, I'm celebrating every day. According to the algorithm, none of us supposed to be here.
Right.
But now we here in front of cameras. We making movies. I had Daniel on a Porsche with Stacey Dash. That was just the flex. And I hadn't seen him in 25 years. And because what happened was, you know, Smoke Dizza, right?
Yeah.
So he was
my man.
right. So he from the DD 172 days. Right. But after a certain, I didn't want to hear nothing about no hood shit or nothing. I wanted to be an artist and just get on my artistic cool shit. And he was like, yo, Mook was like, Smoke Dizza was like, yo, I want to introduce my man Murder Mook. And I'm like, I don't really want to know nobody with the nickname Murder right now. You know? Not right now. Right. You know, just give me a minute. You know what I'm saying? But he called me with A$AP Rocky and we had to do this like Harlem thing. You know, he was just blowing up. So we met at the spot was 125th, the fish.
El Puerto.
Yeah, so we all met there. Cam came out, but him and A$AP didn't really speak too much. It was like a funny thing. Yeah. But I met Mook, and we went to A$AP house, and Mook was showing me his battle rap television show he had at the time. But when I was kicking it with him, I was like, this nigga really is like, for me, I really liked him and shit. So I'm like, where you from? He's like, I'm from 127. I'm like, you know my man Daniel or Lou? They like, nah, I don't know him. And he had blackface with him and shit, and you know, blackface is loud. Right. And he kept coming around, and I was like, you sure? And then blackface pulled him aside and said, oh, I think he's talking about Nico. His name is D. I think that might be Daniel. So they showed me a picture. I'm like, yeah, that's him. Like, I have been looking for him for 25 years. Right. And truth be told, what had happened was, me and my other man, again, I ain't gonna say his name, but we all know him. Me and my man that was like my partner was beefing and shit. He had the block and he was selling one thing and I was like, I want to sell the other. So I went to Daniel and was like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, and so and I ended up fucking that shit up. Like, and then Daniel disappeared and I never paid him. You know what I'm saying? So I owed him for a pack. You know what I'm saying?
Fast forward. You ever get that back? You ever get that back? Not yet.
So I never asked. Nah, he never asked. Well, first of all, he wasn't.
When he did, I was like, that was good enough, though. You know.
Plus, he couldn't expect me to know how to work with what I was working with without guidance. We'll talk about it off camera. But when he came back, so I'm thinking like, damn, I wonder if he's still the same Daniel.
Right.
So he pulls up with the convertible and he's strong as shit. He's the same Daniel, loud and all that.
Right.
So I was real happy because a lot of the guys that I know, you know, they washed.
Yeah.
and they not the same, and they don't have that same, you know, because Harlem is just like, no matter what, at some point you're gonna be up. Everybody has their run. You're supposed to have hard times.
Right.
A Harlem nigga's never ever ashamed to say I'm fucked up.
Do y'all guys feel like superheroes?
I am a superhero. I don't feel like him.
I told you. Let me finish.
I'm Thatman.
Right.
You feel me? And I got a Thatmobile. I got a That cave. And when niggas start talking about my money, I'll be like, stay out that man pockets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But either way, yeah, we are super. The funny thing is, yeah, yes. That's
That's
the.
what's being. I must be the Hawk.
Yeah, you are the Hulk.
Green. That's what it is.
The Hulk. There it is.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, like, when you got so much history in the environment, you've been there, you did it all, hit the highest heights, and you know what I mean, you could still come to the neighborhood. Like, what's that? What does that mean to the other people that see you? They see, oh, yo, that's Dame be on like it's an inspiration that we usually don't get to see.
Talk to him, man.
You know what I mean?
Tell them
Like
what you just said,
Talk
man.
to him, man.
Like,
We was just on 100. What was that? What's the name? What street? 132nd at where is that?
Rings.
At Lorraine's. We was just in Lorraine's drinking. This is Lorraine's cup right here. Harlem is too much fun not to be able to come back. If you didn't have fun in Harlem, you can't come back.
But tell him how you able to come back.
I mean, my brothers, you know, to me, if I make it, we all make it. If Lou makes it, I'm good. If Daniel makes it, I'm good. If I'm,
You know my man had the death penalty, right? You know when Dame was on top doing his Rockefeller.
I'm still on top, boy.
I'm talking about when he was on top of the Rockefeller.
Oh yeah, yeah.
right,
Homie had the death penalty. They was trying to find him.
right.
Dame put that bread up. Him and a couple other homie official niggas put that bread up. Got him off the death penalty, homie.
But we did
Stay
it.
there.
Yeah.
man.
I mean, niggas, you know, do that for they men.
I did it.
Sitting here now, bro.
I did it anonymously.
This our man, bro. This our bro.
Right.
Funny, good nigga, official.
Right.
Niggas super official, but we good dudes. Like niggas you grew up with and you love them. That's why Dame was like that. We knew we ain't have to. We could put the gun in his hand. He would have went. We ain't put the gun in his. We had a bunch of other niggas for that.
Right.
And look what happened to him, homie. That nigga took off, homie. Like, come on, B.
That's state and feds.
They and
That's
solid.
Yeah,
But,
that's all it is.
Yo, let them know who introduced you to that crack game.
Hey, yo.
Right.
I did 30 years for this. You know what I'm trying to say?
So
Everything
pause.
I say is public record. I did time for this shit.
Right.
So
Look,
There
yo,
was-
I got to put this out there.
Yeah, it was- they were saying
the
because-
statute of limitations.
it was the
Got
pause
the
factor.
limitations.
That-
Good.
Lou,
But at the same
it
time,
was
I
the
did
pause
this, and that's I want to let it be known that yo,
I'm telling
That's the
you.
history.
I'm telling you.
That was a pause.
Pause. He said, just pause. I'm not even gonna repeat that. So I'm gonna tell you that. So I was going to Manhattan Center, and I'm coming back from. Hold on, Danny.
Hold on.
I'm coming back from private school. You know, I got kicked out of Dwight. And by the way, today, because my wife wrote a book that teaches kids how to dream, and I'm only in New York because I'm on a school tour. I'm teaching these kids how to dream. They let me in the schools because I'm part of the OSG.
Right.
So
I like to get involved with that too. So let's
you
talk
will.
about it.
I'll have you tomorrow. We got a lot of things to talk about on how to help.
Right.
And so today I went to all the Harlem all the schools. I've been to every borough, but I had to go back to my school, the private school I got kicked out of, because they kicked me out of that school. And because they kicked me out of that school, I had a scholarship. I put my son back in there, paid full tuition and extra. They asked me to build a library. 15, that was Boogie. 15 years later, I'm coming back, and now they a customer of mine. They buying my books, and I'm educating those kids. Not underprivileged kids, third generation kids. That's the ultimate fuck you. That's the ultimate revenge. They counted me out, they kicked me out, and I'm now teaching your kids. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel a flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.